Hello and welcome back to OpenTTD, where one might wonder why we are looking at the intro screen of the game. Well, that has a reason. You know, like last video, how I just couldn't figure out why we did not have our new locomotives? Well, I still don't know, but yeah. I'm gonna show you the locomotive that I was aiming at. Look at this. We're gonna start a new game. Nothing major, just to show you a thing. Now the starting date is the 1st of January 1869. So take that into mind carefully as I quickly generate this map. And then we go to the available terrains over here. And we see that we have a different locomotive available. Look, see? The Mogul, which is pretty much the one that I'm aiming at. I mean, this one we have, you know, this is new. And if you look, yeah, look, see? Model wood burning. It's just a steam train. But you can see that it's designed in 1869. Now, currently, in, you know, Speedy Ned's game, the issue is that we've gone far past far past 1869, and you might wonder, like, but it's coming in 1869. Well, I don't know really, but it's the 1st of January and that's already there, which should mean that it's actually designed at 1868, right? So, yeah, that's that. Now, seeing how this is the one missing terrain, I guess, I mean, right now I have no clue why they're appearing or not, so we're just gonna continue playing, and whenever the new locomotive will be there, it will be there, so... Right, let's fire up Speedy Net, because, you know, whilst in between videos, I have, of course, spotted things for us to do. So, there. Right, it's also right at the right station, because this station has issues. Now, if we unpause the game, I can show you. There is already a traffic jam all the way from up till this point, pretty much, leading into the station. Now, this station, if we take a look at the list, look, there's a freaking long list of trains coming and going by. But that's not all. I mean, all the stations over here also visit through this station. So, here's the plan, right? We need to reroute, well, a lot of the traffic that doesn't necessarily need to visit this station. So what we're gonna do to make that happen is, right now, the station is in the main track line. We are gonna move the main track line along a little bit so that it's, well, this station is just a, well, you know, on the side thing rather than in the main track line. So now that's gonna require quite a bit of work, so yeah, I'd say let's get to it. Alright, it seems that this has alleviated a lot of the traffic issues that we had. Now, there is still a little bit of a hold up here, but hey, I mean, this is a very, very, very busy station after all. So, yeah, now, this was just one thing that I noticed, but of course, there are more things that need doing. However, currently, the most important one is trying to strike the right balance in the amount of trains and waiting for new locomotives. And I think that those two are, well, being able to be combined perfectly. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll be rebalancing things till I find something else that needs building. Or we have a new locomotive, but just a promise, I won't build anything, well, off camera. So yeah, let's do some balancing and I'll see you back in a bit. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, look at this! What do we have here? Double message spam, basically, but yeah. The moment here that we have all waited for is finally upon us. This isn't really that important, but I actually already had a few of these pop up as well whilst I was adding and removing vehicles, and I just clicked on no of them really. So yeah, they're not available to us right now, but they were all diesel ships, which I don't mind. However, seeing how we're still using horses and steam diesel ships, yeah, there is a little bit of a mismatch here, but well. Once they are available, we will use them, of course. This, however, is interesting. Now, the thing is that I'm really, put for a split choice here in that I really want to use this. And look at this, look at the horsepower. I mean, let's just compare it quickly to the grasshopper, or what's it called? No, it wasn't the grasshopper, the American, the 440 American. This is a 260, whatever it means. But yeah, look at this, look at the horsepower, right? 660, this one has 710. And it also has a lot more tractive effort, which I think is pulling power. So this one, this mogul will definitely be a better improvement. Nice. It also has the same top speed, so... Oh wait, no, what? These... Huh? I swear that these were... What? Hold on a second. I swear that these had a top speed of 80 kilometers. Wait, what? It's also released in... maybe it got upgraded or something. That could be the case, actually. It could be that this one's upgraded. Nice! If that means that it's a... Oh, wow. Ah, man. The things that we need to do now is just mind-boggling. Anyhow, see, the thing is, I would really love to use this, but at the same time, the reliability of it's going to be dramatic. So even though I want to, we are not going to use this engine for now. Once it becomes available to the public and the reliability will be a lot higher, then we'll use it. But I just wanted to let you know that we got it, so there. It's interesting though how all of a sudden our locomotive got a little bit faster without it actually telling me. It is that I just looked at it that I noticed this, but wow. Now another thing that I've been doing, other than balancing and, well, more balancing, is I've been trying to expand the coverage of our mail delivery network. Basically, I'm just trying to hook up most towns to at least to have at least one mail carriage going to and fro. So that way, more towns will be able to expand themselves. Now, right now, as you can see over here, little Breffing Hill isn't really getting any mail, even though there are, well, you know, there are bags of mail waiting here. It's just not getting any, and the same for like these stands. So what I'm doing is just adding mail vehicles, but now that we have the locomotive upgrade, I want to check out whether or not them upgraded locomotives can actually climb a hill more easily. Now I do wonder though, are they auto upgraded or do I need to upgrade them once more? Yeah, look at this, see, they need upgrading. Right. Oh man, but the mogul is gonna be there soon too. So rather than upgrading these locomotives right now, I'm gonna wait till the mogul is available, you know, with a good reliability, and then we will upgrade. So we're gonna have to wait for a little while longer, and that gives me a perfect opportunity to, well, expand the coverage of our mail network. So I'll be doing that till the mogul is available, and then we'll be back into the action. There seems to be somewhat of an issue over here in regards to the hill climbing that our trains need to do. Now, there's two ways we can go about this, and I think that the better and more expensive way is to, well, just remove the climb altogether. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to do some terraforming here. And we will actually raise... Oh wait, hold on a second. I'm doing this all wrong, but I'll get this fixed. I'll get this sorted. Right, this should alleviate quite a few of the traffic issues that we had over here, because the trains that had to climb this hill most of the times had to wait over here, as this is very busy, and then they stalled with the back end still on the climb, you know, on the incline. And so they were accelerating at a snail's pace, causing all kinds of hiccups and traffic jams, most of which should be gone right now. At least, I hope. So, yeah, we'll have to see. For now, the first results look promising. And, yeah, I could even add, like, a second track here, but I don't think that would add that much, really, so... Not going to. Now then, yeah, we have a few more boats and all that, but if we take a look at our available train list, it still doesn't show any new locomotive here. If we take a look at our boat list, however, there should be... Oh no, they're still not there. Right then, anyway, once we have the new ships, you might want to take a look again at our whole fishing situation, which after I had set it up, I pretty much left untouched for God knows how many years. So I'm actually kind of curious to find out how it's going over there. But seeing how we don't have those new ships yet, we'll continue with a balancing and expanding mail coverage all around the world. So yeah, see you back in a bit. Oh my good lord. What? Wow, this is crazy. So, we go from 20 years of drought when it comes to new locomotives to, well, 2 new locomotives in the freaking same year. We just got this message now, asking if we would like to try out the 10-wheeler, a 460, which, wow, that's actually quite amazing. Let's compare it to the upgraded American steam. Oh, and in case you're wondering, we do not have this mogul new thing available, so it's still the old trains, you're not missing out on anything. But look at this, right? So it's only marginally more expensive a year, you know, like 1,000, which isn't that much considering we have 35 million. But this, I mean, just look at the traction effort. That's, well, actually it's not that much more really. I think the Mogul had more. If we ever had it, of course. And that, wait, what? Single hopper car? Hey, I guess this must be new, I guess. I haven't seen this one before even. I haven't made like a proper new train either, you know. Just cloning and deleting existing trains. Mostly cloning though. Alright, interesting. This is new. Yeah, well, alright. It's not really that great as well anyway. I think it's more like a replacement of the open wagon, which is crazy slow. This one's a little bit faster, but if we take a look at the gondola or the flat car, they're both a lot faster, so we don't really need them. This is actually an interesting thing. Looking at it, the top speed of these wagons is only 80 kilometers an hour, whilst the top speed of these locomotives is 96. Huh? Only the boxcar actually facilitates those speeds, but that would mean that we have to do a lot of refitting. Wow. Okay, interesting. Yeah, this one just upgrades with it, I think, so. Interesting. Anyway, back to comparing, we can see as well that this one has 710 HP, which, I don't know really, it seems like almost equal to the Mogul, but... Oh well, anyway, we're gonna put no there, and yeah, I just wanted to show you that really. Now, as far as the whole mail operating thingy business, we're doing quite well with that. Let me just go and show, like over here for example. No, it wasn't over here, but yeah, over here. These towns, if I'm right, look, they're now growing. Grows every 25 days. And this one, Trendington, is also growing. Look at that. See, they got 13 out of 1 bags of mail delivered. So, yeah, this one's growing, which is good. I mean, this will just expand the profitability of our passenger service lines over here. So, good stuff, huh? Now, one other thing that I did, if you take a look over here, and we go down the list, see this one here? This, ladies and gentlemen, is a booze train, and it's making a lot of profit, as you can see. We just have so much booze lying around here, and I found that this ferry station over here actually accepts booze. So, yeah, looking at it, however, the amount of booze isn't really declining that fast, so I'll probably make another one of those. But I just thought, you know, let you know. Anyway, new locomotives still not available, so I'll see you back in a bit when there's more important stuff to report, or, even better, when we do have the new locomotive. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the moment is there. Not that we have a new locomotive available still, but that's not gonna take so long. However, what we do have available right now, look at this, Look, 3 new vessels. The Bankaroo utility vessel, the Lutschein freight barge, and the Shipbeak freight barge. Yeah, alright. So, anyway, these are new, but judging by their speeds though, they're not faster. Well, maybe I should have checked this beforehand, so never mind. We're not going to use those, as speed is the only thing that matters on the water, so... Right, well, moving on. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the exciting moment is here now. This is pure coincidence, but I don't need these freaking things. We have trains, new ones, and yeah, this is already forcing us into a very interesting position, really, where we have to choose now, because this is, over here, the Mogul, you know, 260, going at 80 kilometers an hour, pulling quite a lot more than the American Steam, who goes faster. So already we will start to see small speed differences on our network. Now we need to replace our vehicles, and of course what we're gonna do is we're going to be replacing the vehicles that need to go up these hills with the moguls. So let's just quickly see here. Pretty much all of these terrains can be replaced by moguls because they all carry heavy loads. In fact, most of them actually, apart from the passengers. I mean, the thing is, you know, what we need to look at over here is whether or not speed is of great importance or not. So we're gonna size that one down a little bit, and we are going to open up the cargo payment rates, and then we're just gonna walk them down really. So alcohol definitely needs speeds, so we're going to replace these vehicles with wood. I can't upgrade these because wait, are they all already of that type that goes? Yeah, they are actually upgraded. The thing is though, they can't go faster than 80 kilometers an hour because that's interesting, because of their wagons, of course. You, however, you also have a max speed of 80 kilometers. Is that because of the mail wagon then? Interesting stuff. I'm learning as we go. Man. Let's see here. That has a 96. That has a 96. I guess it must be because it's technically the same engine or something like it, that I can't replace it because it's upgraded. I don't know if that's really true. That would, I mean, that would just be balls, really. Let's see. Is there something I can? No, I don't want to. Oh, crap. So let's just quickly do a quick check on this. There, 659 HP, 913, which I think is what it had before. So that's a bit of an annoying thing. That means that basically we'll have to send all of these trains to the depot, which we'll do, by the way, and then we're gonna have to manually replace all these locomotives. Fine, if that's what it takes, that's what we'll do. Alright, next are the building materials. Alright. Well, if they also require the same locomotive, then we're going to do that after the booze ones, of course, but let's see. Building materials. They could go with the slower locomotive, really. I mean, I find that alcohol has a steep decline, but this one is less so. So the mogul will do for the building materials, which is a lot easier to set up as well, because we're just going to replace the vehicles with the mogul. If I get this window in the right spot, that is. So yeah, all of those, start replacing your engines right now. It's odd though, because it says that we have the newer version over there, but it doesn't really apply, so yeah, odd. Now then, over here, yeah, a lot of them are already in the depot, so I'll quickly go about and replace all the vehicles here. It seems that the boost trains are now being replaced. it's quite a nuisance to do so really when it's just an upgraded engine type, but I felt it was needed. Now, one thing that I did come to think of whilst I was replacing them engines is that other than the interactive effort stuff, we've kind of have to consider the top speed of the carriages as well, which as far as I know, yeah, is still 80 kilometers. So in hindsight, something that we're not going to do right now, but in hindsight I could have just replaced this with the Mogul, as our carriages are just limited to 80 kilometers anyway. Yeah, benefit of hindsight and all that. Anywho, right now, we'll close a few windows down and we'll move on to coal, sand and stone. Which, as we all know, well, I don't think I need to open these up, but we're just gonna do it for the funsies. They don't really have, yeah, a big decline in worth. They can be taken by slow trains. And I believe that sand and stone, look at that, pretty much all identical. So what we're gonna do is we're going to replace all of these with moguls because they're stronger, and I like that. So start replacing those, yes. And that should save us quite a few well, traffic issues that we might have had already, you know. So, by the way, why are these not starting to replace? I mean, that's the one that I needed replaced with. Could you please start this right now? Come on, start it. I need them replaced. Ah well, I guess that will get sorted, because I did saw them appear in this list, you know, look, see, we already have 4 Mogul steams. Though, I don't even, I mean, the difference, this one's more grey, and it doesn't have a red thing on the front, but that's pretty much it. The difference is hard to tell. Right, now for the fruit trains, we know that this has a special issue with the carriages. However, with the new open wagon that we got, maybe we can now carry fruit in those faster ones. That would be interesting. And also, as quite a few of you pointed out, I can sort these, yay! So we'll do that. But no, unfortunately, we're still limited to this freaking open wagon. Balls. So we don't need to replace any of these vehicles. They don't climb hills and they won't go any faster. So grain it is then. Let's see, what's the payment rates for grain? Right, we need fast trains on these, and the thing is that these trains would properly benefit from being upgraded to the new version of the same locomotive, because these boxcars, they can go at 96 kilometers an hour. And if we take a look at the one for green, look, see, boxcars, they can go that fast, so we're gonna upgrade these manually. So I'll quickly go about and do that. At least I'll send them to the depot, and then once they're there, we will do it. Now, iron, wood and metal. Let's find out what the payment rates are on those. Iron ore, pretty predictable. Wood, also pretty predictable, just worth a lot more. And then metal, how much is that? It just doesn't have the flat area, but all of them are pretty slow declining in terms of pay. So all of these are going to be replaced by Mogul engines. Wow, this is gonna cost us a lot of money, by the way, but yeah, I guess it needs doing now anyway. So start replacing there, and we should soon see them appear in this list when they get surfaced, that is. So let's see, I mean, are these, how far are they with the whole replacing business? 6. Well, I guess that will get itself sorted. Now then, I did send those to the depot. There's one already waiting there. So yeah, I mean, they'll start arriving into the depots right now. So I'll be about and replacing these vehicles. Right, and that was the very last one of them. Good, good. So, with that done, let's check out the livestock or livestock, I mean, however you pronounce it. Yeah, these vehicles, huh? I mean, I wonder what the top speed is on these livestock carriages. So, let's see, cattle car. Oh, that's actually really low. Right, okay, interesting. So, even though... Wow, man, oh my lord. This needs a real fast one, the livestock, but seeing how the carriages are limiting us to, well, 72 kilometers an hour, pretty much. I mean, are you limited to... Yeah, you are. Well, in that case, we can just... Well, they don't really need replacing actually, because the thing is that these, they're not affected by the weight multiplier. Look, see, the weight is... they're empty, right, herp-a-derp. You're empty too. I wanted to show this. Come on, are you filled up? Yeah, you are, but look, see, you're not you are not influenced by the weight multiplier. So in fact, we're gonna leave the livestock trains as is. They don't need replacing. Then onto the oil. Let's find out here. Oil. Alright. Wow, it's actually worth a lot and it doesn't degrade so fast. We are definitely going to switch these to moguls. So, American for mogul, yes, please. There, sorted. Now these are all the supplies, right, that we're delivering. And I think they'll all follow more or less the same pattern, really. Yeah, they do. In my eyes, this is bordering the, well, you know, running out fast. Really. I think that farm supplies do run out. Well, I need to compare this really. Yeah, alright. Alright. And livestock? Yeah, they do run out really fast. However, same issue over here. It's not really the locomotives that are limiting us right now. It is the carriage. Because we're moving most of it around in gondolas, which move at 80 kilometers an hour top. So, yeah, right, and we also have a few chemicals that we're moving about, which are moving in flat cars, also moving 80 kilometers an hour. So even though we would be benefited, you know, in terms of cargo payments from faster locomotives, I'm going to replace all of them by moguls, except for you. You are going to be replaced by something else. So, we're going to replace all of them. Yes, start replacing. You, however, you're gonna go to the depot. Because you are going to get a different treatment. You are... Oh, well, that's quick. Okay. Now, we can... Yeah, see it? Auto... Oh, you... Oh, wow, that's nasty. Anyway, I didn't really want that to happen. I wanted you to be out there, you know? So, this is an expensive train. Balls, we wasted money. Yeah, it's a bit difficult to... Well, to get that sorted. However, from now on, since it's using a different locomotive, from now on, if we want to change this one separately, we should be able to do that quite easy. Then, passengers. And passengers, of course, need the fastest locomotive. They do not really have weight, so... Yeah. The issue is, though, all of them are using the same engine, and... well... I don't really know. I've been building passenger trains on and off, and some of them are the slower version of locomotive, some of them have the faster one. So yeah, it's gonna take quite a bit of sorting out, so I'm gonna save that one for last. We're gonna move over to textile. Now, this is of course wool for one, and plant fibers for the second. Now, yeah, I mean, these need faster locomotives. Same issue again here, you know. The wagons, oh, they're so limiting. So, we're gonna replace them with moguls. Wow. start replacing, but man, Windows spam, crazy. Right, let's close some down then. And there, that's a lot better. And then the timber, last but not least. So, what does timber do in terms of payment? Doesn't really need that much speed actually, coming to think of it. By the way, how is this even timber and how is this timber? It is both timber really, it's just that this has a different... Well, that's odd. I guess, no, it's a different type of wagon, I guess. Yeah, flat car. Alright, interesting, but yeah, these are all gonna be replaced by moguls, so there we go. Replace them by moguls. Oh man, it would be hilarious to replace them by grasshoppers. Not gonna happen, but just a thought. Well, that would be really bad. Right, so right now it's all down to the passenger vehicles really, and the thing is that there's no real way to determine which version of engine they have. Perhaps like this. I mean, you must have a higher max speed. You do, you have 96. It's a shame though, it doesn't really tell me what the top speed is. I guess I should be able to specify that somewhere, shouldn't I? Though... no. I mean, sure, it's sorted by that, so I just have to find where it separates them. These are still 80. 186 is also still at 80. Oh man, it's gonna be a lot of replacing manually. You are also still 80? Wow. And you are also still 80, so is it only you then that has 96? I guess? I guess so. Right, okay. Not that great really. That means that I have a lot of replacing to do by hand. I don't really dare sending them all to the depot at once. On the other hand, I really do need to do that. So here it goes. This is gonna sting, and you know, the whole cargo dist and passenger ratings and whatnot will be off balance for quite a while. But yeah, here it goes. Replacing vehicles manually. Oh, and then the game crashed, which isn't really that great because of a save file that I happen to have. I mean, autosave is off, so yikes. Balls. Well, next time we come back, I'll have all the replacing done and we'll be back up to where we were. Only I'll do it off camera. That sucks, man. Balls. Well, on this not so enjoyable news of this crash, I'll say join me next time when all of what you've seen will have happened again.